You need to vet them, and you need to vet them deep, and you can't always do it on your own. So there's a couple of tips here, right? First, is this potential partner a member of a big trade organization, right, that you can trust, like C3 or Reach, right? Are they visible? Are they out there active, right, showing their face to the broad world and really interacting and networking with one another and others in the ecosystem in a way that should assure that these are trustworthy people that are not fly-by-night shady folks? Or are they just the ones that show up at the small booth at a conference once a year and that you never see them otherwise, and you're not really sure, like, who are these people, right? If they come to you and they say, we've got 100% TCPA compliant leads, right, but they won't tell you who their legal counsel is, and they're not part of any of these organizations that do vetting, you got to question that. You got to question that heavily, right? And so, to me, and I told you before, like I like the idea of really getting to know your vendors or your partners, right? Sit down with them, eyeball to eyeball, have lunch, have a drink, right? Talk to them and ask them directly. You're telling me you've got compliant leads. You're telling me you've got a compliant process. You're telling me you take compliance seriously. Hopefully they're saying those things. So if they're not saying those things, run away, right? Just run away. But if they're saying those things, you can't take that at face value. Ask them, right? Are you using a Neura? Tell me about, how you've got, that you're picking up the certificates from Trusted Forum. Tell me about how you've got your NIA. You're going to hold on to these. And who is your legal counsel, right? If I tell you it's Manat or Michelle or, hopefully Troutman Amin, then like, okay, these guys, they've got real competent counsel. They've got folks that are really paying attention. If they tell you, some name you've never heard of or some law office of, or God forbid, we don't have counsel, get out of there. Just get out of there. This is not an organization that's going to be trustworthy, and you are definitely going to put yourself in harm's way. You understand, as a lead buyer, you are pregnant, right, with every mistake that happened in the ecosystem down funnel until it got to you. You cannot escape it. It is strict liability. You can't run away from it. All you can do is your best to try to avoid it. And you got to do that heavy vetting before you get in there. That's my advice.